Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Gather round. We have gathered here today for another United team talk. It's Tottenham 3, Manchester no, whoa, Tottenham 3. What am I going? Tottenham nil, Manchester United 3. Ollie and the boys have bounced back. Are we back, people? Or well, some of you wanting us to lose, so you can get sacked. Listen, we got all of that to dissect, but yeah, man, let's get into it. Subscribe if you're new. Smash the like button. Smash it for Ollie and the boys. They showed heart and courage today, passion and desire, all of that good stuff. And yeah, man, obviously got the special panel backstage. And yeah, man, we're ready, man. So, like I said, smash the like, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it, people. Yeah, back in the building. Got the panel. Obviously, you know the faces, you know the names. And yeah, man, Tottenham no Man United 3. Comfortable win, I'll say in the end. Um, yeah, man, we're back, people. We're back. Obviously, you got the bros Rick, Jackson, Jesse in the building. Gonna come to you, Jesse, first, because obviously I know you're not happy. It looks like you're not happy, fam. We won, fam. 3-0 clean sheet, 3 goals.
Don't be fake. Why? Listen, I shouldn't be overly joyed. Like I did say, yeah, it's a Tottenham team, their worst version of us, which I said in the last preview. Yeah, I'm happy we got a clean sheet finally. Um, yeah, I'm happy with the way we defended today, especially because as we've seen from the last few weeks, it's been a shambles defensively. So Um, yeah, I'm happy that we kept our shape. Ronaldo, what a goal that was! That was a world class finish. Good ball from Bruno. Second goal, Cavani, great run, great pass by Ronaldo, and great composure by Bruno. Me and Jax was watching the game. I was thinking Bruno, he does lack composure in my opinion, but that goal he took his time, waited for the run from Ronaldo, and yeah, it was just a world class goal, and then Rashford comes in and finishes it off. So that was probably our best performance, other than these, throughout the whole season in the Premier League.
Hear that. Coming to you, Jax, quickly. Obviously, I think you still ain't seen the Liverpool highlights. You ain't seen the goals. Obviously,
Nah,
last week was a shambles, but today, obviously, he changed the shape. A couple players came in, and it looked a whole different team. And what did you think of the change in formation and how we performed today?
I think it was a good move. I think it gets to a point where you've got to make a change. If something's not working, you make a change. And so when I did see the start lineup, and I think you put in a group chat back three. That's before I had actually seen the lineup. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, let's change something. Let's do something. To see Cavani and Ronaldo up top. I think one of the streams I said I wanted to play 4-4-2, and I wanted to play both of them up top. Now 4-4-2 is very different from three at the back or five at the back, so I guess that's different. But yeah, I just wanted to see how we would actually play, whether we would actually have a a system today, which I think we did. Um, Now to dissect the game, wasn't the most exciting game to watch. Still,
mm.
I still saw some cracks that some people may not have seen. Um, but one thing I really enjoyed is not enjoyed, but one thing I liked to see was the fact that, and Jerry, I've got a vendetta against this whole forcing to play out from the back by some teams. I don't know why every team seems to want to as if that's the only way of playing football. Sometimes go long, go back to what we're used to.
Yeah,
So I was happy that a lot of the time, I think nearly every single time we kicked off, we just booted it forward, right?
mm.
So I was happy to see that, and I was happy that we actually dropped off because when you are not a good coach, when you don't know how to coach pressing, um, you go to what would work, which is everybody behind the ball, and that's what we've done, and I think it worked well. We've got world class players up front. when chances come, they will score. So that was good to see.
Yeah, just quickly, you said you saw some cracks. Just give me one that you saw quickly.
I think what many people think we defended really well. One thing I saw was if Nuno was a bit smarter, he would have played Son up front because I think the ball over the top was still on. I saw that the line was quite flat sometimes. So yeah, I think if Tottenham had better players on the ball, if they had a Bruno, and if they had players that run off the ball, I think there was an opportunity for them to play the ball over the top sometimes, which they didn't. And of course, the midfield sometimes it still looked a bit empty in my opinion.
Yeah, obviously, Son did get through. It was offside, which I think that's what you're talking about. And then we come to you, Rick. Obviously, the three at the back, man. Like, it was a bold move. We saw it today. Obviously, you said before, obviously, backstage, are we warming up for Conte or what's Oli trying to do here? But, bro, you saw the lineup, you saw the formation. What was your initial thoughts when you saw five?
I was speaking, he's warming us up for Conte, fam. You know what I mean? He's getting a players coach ready for Conte, fam. That's exactly what Conte would play for. That's exactly the same formation. The 3-5-2 or the 5-3-2, man.
3-4-3-3. No, Conte switches it up because at Inter he had the two up top with Lukaku.
Yes, Conte ready, man. You know what I mean? Like, and it just goes to show you, fam. Like, if this is Ollie's done this in a week here, and he's not really an expert in this type of system or formation, man. Imagine what Conte could bring to us, man. But in regards of today's game, I'm just back to basics. We're just literally back to basics today. What I'm excited about going forward is if we're against a team that we know we're going to dominate possession, whatever it is, maybe you can switch out Wan-Bissaka for Sancho. Do you know what I mean?
But wing back.
Like that. Well, if you're going to control possession, he's not going to be defending much, is he? If you're controlling possession, that's the main thing. So just something like that makes me like excited. Again, it suits our players in terms of bench options as well. You know, when Cavani and Ronaldo get tired or you're winning and you're ahead by 7th minute, bring on Rashi, easy goals. Matic can play inside there. Against a team that sits back, maybe you can replace Fred with a Pogba as well.
Quick one, to add something, yeah. When I was watching the game, right, I was saying to myself, man, this game is set up, or this system is perfect for Rash. Like I was actually saying Rash should be on for either Ronaldo or Cavani even earlier, or even starting. What do you think?
No, I agree with you, but again, it's even more perfect for him off the bench, if you ask me.
Yeah,
I think it's even more perfect when they're all knackered and tired. The thing is about Rashi is that in terms of his use of energy, he's not the most intelligent player. Sometimes he just wastes his energy and then he gets leggy from the 70th minute onwards. And that's the time when his pace is probably best used. So I think Oli, in terms of the use of Rashi for this formation, I think he's done quite well, man.
Big One's not feeling
it's not wing back, bro. If you have possession, he's not there. He's going to be crossing the ball, he's going to be high up the pitch. Look at who got Chelsea's goals today.
I think
James.
What he's saying is people forget that. Yeah, people forget the formation is different. There's 3-4-3 and there's 5. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's 3 and then that's 5.
I don't really care about formations, man. I just care about where the player is on the pitch.
That's what I'm trying to, what I'm trying to say is,
if Sancho's average position is at right back, you've got a problem, obviously.
But if it's Wenger, then yeah, I hear what you're saying. But
what's the doing things? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's talk about the actual game though, because coming into this game, a lot of fans wanted us to lose, man. I, for one, wasn't part of that army because
I don't know if anyone could be part of that army. That's sick.
Yeah, it's a bit of a touchy topic with fans right now. But coming into this game, I just wanted to win because another loss is like the bleeders just we can't stop.
How can you be a Man United fan and want us to lose? That's disgusting. I think that's
the other teams have dropped so many points, bro. Liverpool dropped 2 points.
City
dropped 3 points at home.
Yeah.
To Crystal Palace. Hey, Patrick Vieira, yeah? My namesake, my guy.
Listen, for me, it was all about the win. We got a big, week ahead of us, and this was the first, hurdle. We got Atalanta, obviously, midweek, and then obviously the Manchester derby on Saturday. But Jesse, obviously, let's talk about that first goal, man. People say the way we play, the pressing is all because of Ronaldo. You saw the ball from Bruno, and the finish was just Van Persie. No, I don't even like saying Van Persie-esque because Ronaldo's the goal. So it's hard to say, but just you talk to me about that goal, man. I know you was probably gassed about that.
Yeah, I was happy. I wasn't over like celebrating. Me and Jax was watching the match. I ain't celebrating like mad. I was just thinking, but that was a flipping finish, innit? But Bruno and Ronaldo they've done that before, like West Ham, Young Boys today, even for Portugal sometimes they have that. Bruno, he's good at those crosses where he finds Ronaldo. It never goes really wrong, which I've clocked when he finds Ronaldo, but for some weird reason, like when it's that open play, like it just doesn't seem to work. Even today, he misplaced some passes. It's true what you said about Bruno getting better. If he can compose himself in much and plays the right passes sometimes, that he will become a better player. Like, don't get twisted. He's a very good player, but he can become better.
Do you know
Me
what it
and
is about
Jess was
Bruno?
watching.
Do you know what it is? There's some players, right? I think I'm even one of these players. When the ball is dead, our accuracy is better because it's easier to kind of measure when the ball is dead. So if you clock Bruno, a lot of the time, not completely dead, but if it's moving slowly, if the ball's moving quickly and the game is moving quick, his balls are not that great. But literally, I don't know if you've seen it. Like when the ball just comes, it just controls it and it calms it down. That's when he's moving.
Yeah. Even for Cavani's
Always better.
he's better when he touches it and then crosses it. He's
The ball
done that
just needs to
many
be a
times.
bit dead rather than
Yeah.
moving for the delivery to be good.
Yo, Rick, talk to me about because today I think I saw his. Obviously, you talk about system, but his positions today I saw a more disciplined Bruno today. Like he wasn't obviously the last goal where he pressed and got the ball.
It's the instructions given to him by the manager.
I know, but today we saw a different one.
That's why it's different. Bruno could probably play DM if he was told to do so. He could probably do it. If someone said to him, Bruno, play DM, dictate tempo, he would try and do it. When I understand that end product that's the player's responsibility. But in terms of tactical implementation and all of that, and him not tracking back on all of that, it's because he's been told he's okay to stay up there. Literally, that just goes to show. That literally goes to show it. And to do the first goal, what frustrates me is that we should be doing every single time. Every time we attack, we should be giving him balls like that.
Well, that should be the go-to.
It was on for the whole first half an hour. I was pulling my hair out. It was on. Ball go to Luke Shaw. Instead of crossing the ball, he'd come back inside. Ball go to Fred in that half space.
Yeah.
And then we'll pass it to Bruno, and then Bruno will pass it backwards, and it was just going. And then Wan-Bissaka was trying to do it. He was trying to size up, but then he hasn't got the quality to deliver. You know what I mean? So it was just very frustrating. So I'm happy we did do it once, scored the goal, but we need to be doing it more frequently. That's on all the time for Ronaldo. It's always on, especially from the wing backs, man. The wing back should have got an assist today.
Yeah,
I think a lot of space. Sorry, go on, Joe.
Yeah, I was thinking that Oli said before the game, why are you playing the two up top? He basically said we're gonna need a lot of crosses in the box. So today I was looking at Luke Shaw at wing back. Obviously, I would have preferred Tele, and obviously Wan-Bissaka. You guys know my thoughts on him. I would have preferred Dado. So when I saw them two starting, I was thinking, okay, this must have been a tactic. So I'm gonna see a lot of crosses today, but I didn't.
Now, you know what I find frustrating? It's like, okay, the ball's on Luke Shaw's side. Cavani, Ronaldo, why are you not back post?
You're not. Yeah, that's what I don't understand.
Saying, like, this is just little stuff like that. Like today, what was the difference between like us and us usually is that we had a really solid base.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we did get caught. We did turn over the ball quite easily with a lack of pressure. So imagine we were playing against a team that does press.
Like City,
it could be worse. But
we could be in trouble.
That wide base where you had Maguire far on the left hand side, you had Lino far on the right hand side, and Varane in the middle. It makes it harder for teams to press you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But going forward, it needs work. But hopefully, the person's going to be drilling and it's going to be Conte. Hopefully.
Do you think, Jax, is it personnel? Obviously, I think it's personnel, but like Luke Shaw today, obviously he gets books like every game. I don't understand what's going on with him, but the crosses is like him and Wan-Bissaka. I don't know what the plan was for them today. Like, what do you think?
They just haven't got the quality. It's as simple as that. And there's it comes down to being able to play in a specific system. So someone like Luke Shaw, he can cross the ball when he's got someone overlapping him, for example, or there's someone always close to him. He himself can't create even a half space to cross the ball. If that makes sense. Whereas you look at the best wing backs, they can cross the ball from anywhere on the left side or the right side. They don't need much space to get the ball delivered.
Yeah.
And it's the same case with Wan-Bissaka. So yeah, I think it does come down to personnel. And you know, if it does come down to personnel, then Luke Shaw can maybe drop into one of the three. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Maguire. Maybe Luke Shaw could do a better job in the.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking about Wan-Bissaka replacing Lindelof on the right hand side and Sancho playing that right hand side role, because there was a time when we lost the ball and Wan-Bissaka had to run all the way from wing back.
Oh yeah.
Make the block.
The block. Yeah.
This is my problem with the use of Wan-Bissaka. That's his key attribute for me. So if you're gonna do anything, he needs to be coached into a right centre back in possession.
He could definitely
it's basically a right back role. The right centre back role and right back role is not very different. It's not.
Yeah, you're occupying that space anyway. Yeah.
Go forward. Defensively, it's the same thing, pretty much to me anyway. Like,
I even forgot about that chance, but interestingly, those are the gaps that I was seeing. Those gaps are still there. But I agree
because Lindelof hasn't got the recovery pace.
No.
Varane wasn't fully fit because he had no recovery pace either. I was watching him. I was like, fam, why is Wan-Bissaka gone past Lindelof and Varane to get to the ball?
You know what?
Varane wasn't there, you know.
I watched it, but I watched the replay. He jogged back. He's not fully fit. He can't sprint.
I think he was. I think Kane pulled him inside because I looked at it. It was just Lindelof from Maguire. I was thinking, right.
I don't think it was that, because even when the ball was gone and the guy was trying to.
No, but Varane, the gap was too big.
Varane had no legs. He had no legs.
But he could never get back from there, bro.
I've seen, when I watch defenders, bro, I've seen defenders where it's gone, Rashford's gone round the goalkeeper, and then they're still more back and they got on the line and have cleared it. I don't think Varane is fully fit. Remember that Varane was injured, right?
Yeah, he just come back, yeah.
He has just come back. Maguire has just come back. So it's not.
I wouldn't be.
It's not impossible that they're not fully fit.
Yeah, I will need to watch it back again because I can't remember. But one thing I would say is you can never underestimate the pace of someone like Wan-Bissaka. He is quick. Sometimes you are quick.
Varane's quick.
Yeah, I know, but Wan-Bissaka is quicker. And it could be.
No, but I'm trying to say to you that in terms of the distance they had to cover, Varane was closer. Wan-Bissaka came from far, bro.
I don't know. Well, who I saw back?
He ran past Lindelof, bro.
No, but I didn't. Varane wasn't even. I saw Lindelof and Maguire. I didn't even see Varane.
I saw Maguire do 2 steps. I think he just realized I'm not getting there.
But Varane didn't sprint. That's why.
No, but that's what I think. I remember Kane. He was following Kane. That's why he wasn't there, bro.
No, I don't think. Have you seen Varane sprint today? Once.
Have I seen him what?
Did Varane sprint today once?
But he didn't need to sprint that much today.
I'm telling you, the guy is not fit. I can tell when a defender is not. I can tell when a defender is not fit. They don't sprint.
So if he was fit, he probably does get back then.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to say, but I'm thinking like that just shows to me that Lindelof can't cover.
But Bailly man. Yeah, bro. Bailly should be that right.
Yeah, Bailly can be there, but I'd rather see Wan-Bissaka do that because Wan-Bissaka 1v1 defensively, especially if you have like you're playing against Sterling, you're playing against Song, Heung-min, Salah's, Mane's. I'd be way more comfortable with like Wan-Bissaka just pocketing them.
My only thing that would make me uncomfortable with Wan-Bissaka playing there is times where we're not playing out from the back, but we're playing from the back. And it goes.
He just needs to be coached, man. The easiest way to bypass the press is just to dribble through it. You open your body like you're gonna pass it. Well, if you just watch the centre backs do it, like top centre backs do it, they open the body.
Top centre back.
No, just listen to me. Let me land. They open the body like they're gonna pass, so that the person presses them. That's to adjust their pressing run to block that passing lane, and then the dribbling lane opens.
I'm fully aware.
Maguire does it all the time. Maguire does it all the time. If Maguire can do it,
I'm never confident on the ball.
I think Wan-Bissaka can do it because it's not technical ability. It's literally just open up your body, close your body, go.
Now he can definitely work on it, but I will
Yeah.
just forever be nervous when he gets the ball. But
I
let's
think
talk
that's where
about.
his future is, man. Because I don't think he can be. I don't think he can do wing back. I don't think he can do the
Yeah,
modern
yeah.
wing back thing.
But anyway, I don't think
Yeah.
this formation is even sustainable going forward. I think it's just a one-off. But
You don't
let's
think
talk
it's
about that.
sustainable?
No,
Why?
not sustainable. I don't think Ollie's gonna persist with this.
I
I
think
think
away games he can.
he saw this game and said, "I do not want to get set. Free at the back, straight out." I don't think he's doing
Common
the
sense
same.
will tell me that it's worked. Why would you stop Tom? I don't
Bro, we
get
saw
you.
this, bro. We saw this against PSG. Remember that time we played three at the back and we beat
Yeah,
them?
so why would
away?
you not
And
continue?
he went straight back to 4-2-3-1.
You should have done
You
this
know why?
against
It's because you have
Arsenal.
to get
You
certain
should
players
have done
in.
this.
It's because
Huh?
you have to get certain players in. That's why.
Nah, Jax, I think he's just doing that. You know, when the pressure's on, that's when he does this formation, bro.
But
Remember,
the,
like,
no, I'm with you. I'm saying the pressure's always on, so just do the right thing.
Yeah, I like the space, man. I like the space. As I said, yeah, I think you could make it more attacking by just Fred for Pogba, Sancho for Wan-Bissaka. You know what I mean? On the right hand side, you could just make it more attacking. Easy.
I hear
You
what
can
you're saying, but like
actually for Cavani, if it's got someone's playing a high line, I think it's a good, very good base. I think it's very good base.
I can't lie.
I think if Matic plays as well, like you saw how he can influence the game when he came on later. I think if Matic plays in that role, he'll be very good. I think Donny will be very good in that 3 as well.
I would want to see.
It suits our squad very, very well.
It does, but I just don't trust Oli to continue this. That's
He's not.
Tellers coming in as well. If Tellers comes into this.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll drop Luke Shaw. He's not been good. Luke Shaw is not. He's not good defensively, even in my opinion. He always lets the cross beat him as well. Like Luke Shaw. He see. I think Jax was the one that got said. With Jerry, he's gotten a bit too comfortable. I don't like it. Like he needs to get. I think if we're playing three at the back, I don't think he's the best playing as
he can play
a
the
fullback. He can play left centre back. Yeah. That's the only position I'll play him. Left wing back, I'd rather have Tellers because he can actually cross.
I want him benched, man.
I want him benched. I already said.
No, I think the way, as I said to you guys time ago, like I think the only reason why he played well last season is because Tellers arrived.
Of course, everyone knows.
I'm always gonna say that. Like I don't think it's because Tellers arrived. Like this, you put it that because
his position was in jeopardy. That's why.
He had to step up.
And Euros was round the corner.
I think it's to do Tellers, man. If Tellers starts playing, I think he'd improve.
Luke Shaw.
No, if Tellers starts playing, Luke Shaw has to improve to get a place in the team.
He needs that motivation.
So I think Tellers needs the fact that he knows that he's just guaranteed to start. It just breeds incompetence.
But that's the same thing like Maguire. Maguire knows he's starting every week. He's not under no pressure. Maguire, he ain't under no pressure.
I don't understand that because when you look at Chelsea, bro, they changed their centre back. I even have Christian.
That drives me mad.
Bro, Christensen in my FPL. I don't know whether he's starting or then you got Aspi, Rudiger. I think Rudiger will probably start every game.
Rudiger starts.
Then Chalobah comes in. You're thinking, right, what's going on? But with us, Maguire, Luke Shaw,
go team, man.
Which is a bit annoying. There was even a time today where I had flashbacks because they did some nonsense at the back door. I'm thinking,
him and Luke Shaw.
I think it was.
Why does Maguire always want to foul Luke Shaw? It's like he always wants to foul Luke Shaw.
It's like you don't trust him or something, bro. I swear down.
You know he had a good game today. Scott.
Yes, I said it.
Wait, we'll get to Scott.
He had a good game today. He had a good game today. He actually had a good game today because he doesn't have to worry about space behind him. He could just focus on the space in front of him.
I think, he had
He was good in the air. He was composed. He played out from the back.
Yeah, but there was I was still seeing some, like, it looked like he couldn't sort out his feet a lot of the time.
Yeah, he was trying to dribble. He tried to carry the ball. I don't
like that.
You know what? I like that, though. I like that. Because I think it creates space.
I think he just needs to simplify his game to 1 and 2 touch, 3 touch, and then he's good. That's just to do player development.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I shouldn't start to. I'll never start.
I think him dribbling that created a lot of space and fair in opposition.
So when it's open, when the space is there, cool. But when he tried to like beat two players, tried to dribble between 2 type players. When it's tight,
you're not that guy. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy. You know what I mean? You're not Lucas Moura. You're not Ndombele. You're not one of them type of players. Just release the ball. You know what I mean? Just
that does come with player development and just wisdom and just knowing when to do it, when not to do it.
Exactly. So
the second goal, man, just he talked to me about Edinson because I think Jackson? He'll rather start Cavani because again today he obviously got cramp at the end, but that was just from hard work, pressing. The goal, man, like I don't
You're
have
asking me
any
or
doubt.
Jesse? You're asking me or Jesse?
No, I'm asking Jesse because obviously that's his guy from day. Cavani starts today, and what a performance, man.
You know what? When I saw the lineup, I wasn't. When I saw Ronaldo and Cavani, I was thinking like them lot. Both Ronaldo and Cavani, their movement is too good. So we had to score today. There's no way we could not score today, and create chances. But the experience, Luke Shaw, as we said, he could have put in more crosses, but he didn't. But yeah, it was a good performance by Cavani. He always works hard for the team. Ronaldo and Cavani, they have the mentality to always win. I like it. I feel like against certain teams, we should play both of them up front, in my opinion, or Ronaldo and Rashford. For example, against City, Ronaldo, I'll play either one of them, Ronaldo, Rashford, or Cavani and Rashford, because against City, I think we need like pace behind their defense. I feel like if you play two of them, it can still work, but as City will have possession, them two will just be like a bit useless, like, a bit. Well, not in a bad way, but yeah.
You know what I really liked about today's performance in terms of organization? Yeah, no one was running around like a headless chicken. Only
Thank
Bruno.
you. Oh, Bruno didn't do it today.
I like just
He did not do
seeing
it today.
like if when you're organized, you only have to cover short distances.
Yeah, just
That's
shift.
what I like.
Shift.
Like,
And then
just
move on to someone
step
else.
out, come back in. Step out, come back in. The only people who had to cover distances in my eyes were the wing backs. Okay,
And,
because Luke Shaw and Wamsaka had to go quite high at times to help the press, you know, and Bruno, because his job was to be like the spare man and to make like overloads, etc. He had to cover quite a lot of space. But for Cavani and Ronaldo, I know they were pressing, but their pressing was very intelligent. They were just blocking off the central passing lanes and then saying that you guys can progress play, but it has to be in a wide position. It can't be through the middle of us. And that's what we need. That way you got no one running at Maguire. You got no one running at Lindelof. You got no one running at Varane. You got no one running, you know what I mean, straight out our defense. They have to run through Cavani, Ronaldo first, and then through Fred, Bruno, McTominay. And then you got the back three. It's just common sense. Like, and then when we lost the ball, when we made mistakes, there was a time when we did have a turnover on the left-hand side. Yeah, because we have the back three and the two in front of them in possession. Yeah, when I think it was Maguire, he lost the ball on the left-hand side or whatever it is. You had Varane come back in, you had Lindelof come back in, you had Scott come back in, you had Fred come back in quickly. Why? Because the distances are close together when we attack. It's not everyone just going forward like headless chicken and you only have three people back. Like, it's just more organized.
I'm all for this organization, man. It's not rocket science. I don't know. Do you know, I said it in one of the streams when I said I think because we weren't like this before. There was a stage where we were playing like this, where we were compact.
Exactly.
And I was telling Jerry that, or Jesse, both of you actually, that Ole likes to play like Jose when we are out of possession. I actually don't mind that, even though sometimes it's boring. But I think the issue is when you are Man United, you have a brand of football that you want to play.
Yeah,
and I think that's what Ole's
part of the brand, though. It's pressing part of our brand.
I don't think so.
It's because the new way of playing football, generally, all top teams basically press, right? So if you're
Madrid don't.
No, the top teams in the Prem, like who are competing.
Yeah, it's almost like if you're not pressing, then you're not one of the big boys, right? And the issue,
to be fair, Chelsea don't really press like that.
Chelsea are only becoming big boys recent, not today.
But obviously, right now, it's Liverpool and City as the two top.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're talking about the top, the guys who have been winning the leagues, like pressing teams. So I think the issue with Ole is that he's thinking, oh my gosh, we need to play. Because we're one of the biggest clubs, if not the biggest club in the Prem, let's play pressing. But he doesn't know how to coach it, and that's just a remedy for disaster.
I saw a stat today.
Yeah, don't go with what what you think is right, and you don't know how to implement. Go with what you know.
That's what last week.
Ole, counter-attacking team.
Yeah, I saw a stat today. We went 28 games unbeaten playing the counter-attacking play. Let's go back to that.
That's all this kind of football.
Stick to what you know. Stick to what you know. I just sit back, then hit them on a counter. Yeah, you've got the players to do it as well. Like Ronaldo can play in a counter-attacking team.
Yeah, I think playing like this, we could probably arguably beat anyone playing like this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Of course.
especially even like Bayern Munich. Like Bayern Munich
This
got
is why
smacked 5-0 the other day, bro.
when I said about the Champions League shot and people were laughing online and stuff, I said,
You know what confused
If
me,
we-
though, Jerry? You know what
Yeah.
confused me is like at the start of the season, we were worried about the low block, about coming against low blocks.
yeah,
That was our biggest problem as a fan base. Like we just thought we couldn't break down teams that we're supposed to beat, etc.
yeah,
Yeah. And then Oli just flipped it on his head.
yeah. We're just conceding bad chances.
Yeah, Oli he just made a new problem. He just made a
Yeah,
brand new problem. I don't know. He had his defense on lock. He had it on lock. We were playing with Lindelof and Maguire, and it was still good. It was still good and tight. Like it was working.
Yeah.
And then he started playing this stupidly high line, and then from then it's just mayhem.
Yeah,
Bro, it's exactly what I'm trying to say. He's trying to
You can't
transition. He's trying to transition into being one of the best
If you
clubs.
play a high line, bro, if you play a high line, the moment the opposition is smelling blood, you must foul them.
We don't even do that.
I saw
Fred done it today, though.
things
I can't lie.
on the edge of the opposition's box. I'm like, we can't do this. We can't do this. You have to be a killer. Like you have to foul them as high as possible, so it's less like you're gonna get a yellow card.
Yeah.
Ronaldinho does that perfectly.
So Fred can do it against Tottenham, but he
No,
couldn't do that against.
Fred doesn't
So he couldn't do that against Everton.
He did it today. He did it today, and he did it today, and I was cheering. I was just,
I was thinking, you've got to do it. Matic always does it. Ronaldinho also does it. Like you need to do it. Like be smart. That's what gets me angry. Like so you can do it. So why could you not do it before?
Let's go back to a low block, man. Let's go back to a mid block. It's not a low block; it's a medium block. Let's go back to a medium block. Yeah. Make sure the two of the midfielders are always in front of the back four.
No gaps.
It's always there. Always there. Doesn't matter how much the opposition is pressed behind, whatever it is. Make sure you have that two there. Let Bruno go out of the three, and he has to come back and help them in possession. But just make sure that two is there. You know. So when we have that turnover, which is it's going to happen, even the best possession sides lose the ball. Yeah, we can actually stem and control transitions, man.
You know what? I think our formation should be 3 at the back, where it was 3-4-3
earlier because he's gone.
3-5-2, in my opinion. Like.
This is what I'm saying. He's only panicking because his job's thicker.
No, he needs to stick to this. If Ollie's gonna become some way successful at this club, I think this needs to be the formation.
He should try it, man.
He should try it because. Like I like the idea of Ronaldo and Cavani up top. I do like it. Or whether it's Ronaldo and Rashford. It could be Ronaldo and Rashford, Ronaldo Cavani. One knows that Ronaldo's obviously got stuck because one of the best strikers in the world. So yeah, like Ronaldo and Rashford is good. Ronaldo and Cavani is good because they can both make runs. Like Greenwood, he's still learning on making runs and stuff. But I like the way Rashford makes his run. Rashford's good at those runs. Like even the goal when Cavani scored, he's good at that type of run. And Ronaldo's movement is there for the first goal, as we've seen.
Let me tell you one of the problems that Oli is facing. One of the problems is he's got top players that will start in almost every club. And so one of the issues we face here is this formation that you're trying to play. People are going to get left out. Can Pogba thrive in this format? Can he thrive playing in the low medium block, whatever you want to call it?
I think he can.
Can he block the passing lane?
He can, but like today,
we've seen it. As I said, France play
So if he's covering for France, always have someone who's almost world class at covering for him.
To be honest, my thing is he shouldn't be like today. Oli, he stuck to his guns. There's no Rashford, no Mason, no Pogba, Martial. And listen, you've got to be brave. Like the Everton game, he tried it, but then he panicked. Then he put on the Ronaldo's figure. Why you
panicking? As a manager, you need to make bold decisions. Yeah. So as much as I like Pogba, if you're not gonna play him, don't play him. Like
play.
If you don't, Sancho, Greenwood, don't play them right now. It's about you and it's about the team. Right now, no player is bigger than the club. Yeah. So if it's that, then you have to go with that. Now your job is on the line. You've seen that is work today. For example, tomorrow against Atlanta, I want to see the same formation. I don't want to see a change because clearly we've been conceding so many goals with what he's been doing, like 4 at the back, this, that. So, like, question, you said Pogba thrive in this? Listen, Pogba he's not the biggest issue. Man United as a whole is the whole
Yeah,
team is a big issue.
Quickly on that Pogba. You see, like you see,
I
Scott.
think he can.
I think Pogba can do that.
Yeah, Pogba, with Pogba, yeah. I like if we're gonna play Pogba in this formation, I think the only one that he could play with, he can't play with Scott. That's one thing.
Now he has to do what Scott did today. Like you know how
you can't play with Scott. That's what I'm saying.
Scott was kind of controlling the game today. If not controlling, but he was the main.
But you see that's you're only gonna see that once in like every 5-6 games. They're not consistent. So this is whether it's Scott, Fred, whoever's them, they're not consistent enough to do it.
But Scott is always consistent in keeping his position. See, this is what I'm trying
to say. Did you watch Liverpool game? See, this is what I'm saying.
Information. But we've seen it once though, so we don't.
Yeah, we've seen it once, so I'm not gonna quickly judge. But
can't Pogba do like Fred's role?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's more Fred's role.
No, but like we said, that is he combative? If that's the word, can he get across?
He can be.
Pogba likes the ball to feet, yeah.
Yeah, I think
that's what I'm saying. Today, Tottenham had 58% possession.
But that's also that might be.
Pogba like to play in a team that is going to concede 50.
No, yeah, Pogba has to be
switched on. That's all he's done. But the thing about that is that France play like that. France don't dominate possession. And the thing about Pogba being there is that when he gets the ball, you just find an Mbappe-esque player, which could be Rashi. So maybe what I'd say is that in games, you have a double substitution of Rashi and Pogba
to come on,
and then other teams know they're in trouble. They either can commit and try to equalize, or they can just sit back and accept defeat. Yeah, but one thing I don't like, I know I don't love Pogba like that, but like let's not like he is a world-class player. Like he is one of our best players.
So Sancho, like, so is Sancho.
No, but Sancho just came. He just came. That's what I'm saying. But Pogba, like in this formation, it can work because we've already got defensive cover. You get it. So the only one I could see him playing with if he was playing today's formation will probably be Matic or Fred. Pogba and Scott does not work.
Fred I know it's a bit random, but I saw today. I said it to Jack.
Even Pogba could even play number 10. Maybe
he could, or even I think where Fred was playing, I think that could be Donny van der Beek. I think that's perfect role for him. I think the way Fred was getting forward.
One thing I say about Donny is that I think in terms of physicality and combativeness, I think his contribution is zero.
He can learn it, bro. I think he can learn.
No,
I
don't think you can. He's
man.
There are players who come from certain countries who is just like it's like asking Dimitar Berbatov to do that.
Not that extreme.
No, I think it is. When I see Donny's a possession.
No, but I see him trying though. Like
he does it sometimes. I
know his physique is okay, but his mentality. When I see him, there's not enough aggressiveness for him to do it in the Premier League.
You've seen him when he plays
in the Premier League
in the 10. When he plays midfield.
I'll give you an example. Yeah, I'll give you something. I play like Kovacic. Yeah, the way he protects the ball lets me know he has some level of aggressiveness to him. I never see Donny put an arm out to protect the ball.
That's true.
Yeah, but that's not his game. That's why we players.
Some players who can be aggressive. Hazard does it. Messi does it. That to be able to actually like be strong and hold people off. If you're gonna have to be combative, you don't have to win tackles, but you're gonna have to hold people off inside there.
Yeah.
To be able to do that, if you don't have that to your game, to me in the Premier League, you're sitting duck because Jorginho was like that when he came.
But he learned it though, no?
And he was getting finished.
But look at him now.
What Jorginho learned was one touch. Everything one touch. Okay, but their team controls possession. We don't.
That's true.
So when we don't have, if Chelsea didn't have the ball 50% of the time, 40% possession, 50% possession, Jorginho would be like carrying an extra man.
Yeah. I can't lie. I'll play problematic in this formation.
Like, I think Lingard could do that. Then I'll say Lingard.
I think Lingard's better to play in the Bruno role, or Ronaldo's role or Cavani's role. I think there he'd be amazing in the system. Jesus
I
Christ.
think the problem is if you could play a back three of Maguire, Bailly, Varane, I wouldn't see the problem if you play Pogba and Matic because Bailly.
I think
Bailly's
Matic would be
second.
great. I think Matic can
Matic-
turn the system into possession-based system. I think Matic is the only player on our team that can turn the system into possession-based.
But Matic to replace Scott or to be with him.
Either Scott or Fred, either one. I don't mind.
Nah,
Yeah.
to me, it's either Matic and Fred, man. Scott, nah, man, I don't rate him, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't feel comfortable with two left-foot players in midfield.
I think a low block, a mid block like we did today. I think it suits Scott more than it suits Fred, because Scott, when we're defending crosses, Scott is one of the best at defending crosses.
Today he was heading a lot of stuff out.
Yeah, that pullback area he'll have on lock. So if you have him and Matic there, long.
Scott and Pogba could work, innit?
I don't think so.
Jesse, I know you really want to get Pogba in, man. You do anything to get Pogba. Even if Pogba had one leg, you still get him in, bruv. Sometimes
he's one of our best players. He's got.
It doesn't matter, bruv. It's about getting the best team.
He's gone anyway.
Yeah, I don't think he's staying anyway. That's the only reason why I'm not really like bothered.
But we don't know that. If he said that, obviously that. Like he just says he enjoys playing with United. He hasn't fully said what he wants to leave. So
I don't think he's staying.
I don't think either.
I don't even know at this point. I'll be real.
I can't even lie. I don't even care. As long as the best team that out there, I don't care who it is. That's the truth. I don't care if you're a Ronaldo, if you're Pogba. I don't really care. Whatever system, whatever starting 11 is going to work best together.
Jackson, you made one comment and you're just trying rubbish. What do you mean you don't care if it's Ronaldo? Ronaldo has to start every game.
Did you hear my full sentence?
What did you say?
Hold on. Repeat my full sentence.
You said I don't. Okay, I forgot what you said.
No, you didn't forget. You didn't listen.
You bothered, fam. You bothered. You need to come out for that. You need to come out for that.
Take him out of the stream. As I was saying, I don't mind what player comes out as long as it's
He froze.
Hey, you said. So wait. Wait, what do you mean you don't mind? Oh, that's what you said. You don't mind if Ronaldo don't start.
I don't mind if any player comes out if it's better.
As the best team is on the best team.
Ain't the best team with him.
Depends.
You even said sometimes it could be Cavani or Rashford. So what's your problem, bro?
Nah, I lied about that. Still can't lie. I lied about that one.
Jesse thinks once you've got a name, you have to play every game. I said even if Ronaldo had one leg, what's his name is Ronaldo.
Nah, that don't make no sense. One leg don't make no sense.
Trust me, it makes sense to you. It makes sense to you. But
let's talk about the return of obviously Raphael Varane. For me, I put him as my man of the match in a stream I was in earlier because seeing him back, man had the sleeves, the black gloves. I was thinking, yeah, he means business. Clean sheet today, pending because like he's needed in this team. I know last stream I said Maguire should be sent out, but then obviously Rick corrected me and said, no, it has to be Varane. And I can see it has to be Varane. If we're gonna play the system, he has to play. I even saw him leading the back line. Maguire, is that not your job, fam? Like Varane was.
We know that's not his job. It's not been his job for the last 2 years, Jerry. Yeah, Lindelof has been. Jackson's right. I've seen it. Lindelof is the one that guides him, bro. Like even the Leicester goal. Look, Lindelof saying to go Mark Vardy. He's moving elsewhere. Like,
hey, Jerry, you know something I deep today, yeah. You know when Tottenham are trying to get the ball down the wings, yeah. Normally your coach has a fullback to show them line. Yeah. We did the opposite today. We literally met them square on. So they have to go inside because they cross from deep. Yeah. When you have Varane and Maguire, you're gonna win most of the headers if they cross from deep. If they got to the byline, then with Maguire on the pitch, you've got a problem.
Hey, I can't lie though. Tottenham are dead though, bro. Let's not forget they're rubbish. Hey, I can't lie. Kane is finished, bro. That guy does not want to.
I don't think he's finished. I just don't think he wants to be there.
He's not my type. I've already said he's not my type of striker right now. You lot said you'll take Kane. Jeremy said you'll take Kane over Haaland.
When he goes to City, all you're gonna hear is he's back.
But that's a given. If you go City,
exactly. So,
but is that you're saying that if you go City and of course he's gonna score goals at
No,
City.
but don't
Come
say
on.
he's finished. He's not
Like, any
finished.
striker will score. Any striker will
Maybe.
score goals at City. If you don't score
Nah.
goals at City as a striker, you're not good. Just do you
Yes,
agree?
one thing I
Any
say
goals-
about Kane, one thing I say about Kane, the difference between Kane and like a player like Cristiano Ronaldo is Kane, like after the first 15 minutes, I think he clocks that Tottenham were gonna lose
Yeah,
today.
we're gonna lose.
And
He clocked,
The
yeah.
difference is between him and Ronaldo is Ronaldo will do everything in his power
Keep going.
to try and
Change
turn
it.
the momentum around.
Yeah.
Whereas, I think Kane today, he resigned to defeat, and I think that just literally
You brought his notice now. I was like,
that goes to show you, like, I think in a good team, in a very good team, he'd be an amazing player.
Yeah.
But when things are not going his way, he doesn't feel like his team is set up to win. I think he just thinks and says, you know what? Instead of me injuring myself today, I'm gonna be fit for the next game.
Right now, he does not want to play. I don't know whether, but that's a bad mentality to have, though. Regardless, at Tottenham, they gave you the chance. That you still got to respect your club.
You know what it is? I think Kane's actually got a good mindset. There are some things that happen in life where it's just so hard to turn around. When your mind is set and you've done a gentleman's agreement with a man who then snakes you, it's so hard to rewire your mind to say, now I'm going to play the best. Trust me, he's tried. He's tried his best to change his mentality. It's not working, bro. It's just how it goes sometimes,
Yeah, but Jax, if that was Ronaldo would still be on it.
Oh no, there's levels though, innit?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
Even Ronaldo wanted to leave United, but obviously stayed one more year. He still gave the best that he could.
Yeah, guys, remember people saying that Harry Kane was up there with Lewandowski and Benzema. That's what people were saying to me. But argued with you, man.
As much as I don't like Kane,
I told you, man, he's not levels with them, man. I told you, man, so many times. It's not just like I can see it. I can see he hasn't got the mentality and he hasn't got the physicality and the conditioning. He doesn't look after himself as well as them players.
I know what you mean.
Lewandowski, yes, but
his numbers, he puts the numbers up.
Yeah,
so it's hard to argue against him. But in terms of pure quality, in terms of physicality, touch, everything.
And them men are all like, they're at least 5 years older than him. All of them are like 5 years older.
Don't say but the way you said it, Ricky, wasn't good because let's not forget Benzema and Lewandowski are playing in top teams, bro. Like Ronaldo, he's playing for Tottenham. Yeah, so it's a different. Yeah, you gotta say that. As you said, Jerry, you got the top assist and you got the top.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Think about it this year. Remember when Ronaldo left Madrid and people were saying Madrid are finished and Benzema's.
But Madrid are not the same. They're not going to win. No, no one's even said, "Oh, Real Madrid going to win Champions League." No,
Jesse, I think you've got a point, Jesse. I think you've definitely got a point, and what you're saying is true. However, the evidence shows that Madrid today are not Madrid of a few years ago. Benzema is still putting up the numbers.
but Rick said Kane is not on the level of. Okay, maybe Lewandowski. Yeah, Lewandowski is moving mad, but Benzema, I'll say he's on the level of Benzema.
No, I disagree.
When you watch football, you know
Benzema is. Oh my god,
Benzema
age, bro. As you said, is he not older? Is he not older? So you have what? Is he not older?
He's still better than Harry Kane. He's still better than Harry Kane.
Oh, now, you lot are funny. So if you were to say who would you rather take now, Benzema or Harry Kane, you would say
Benzema. Of course, I take Harry Kane because of his age, but I'm saying Benzema is still better than him.
Well, but why does the age matter if he's still better? Ronaldo's still better than Kane. He's older.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's try and not have time bias as in look at it today. If you backdate even a year or 2 years ago, 3 years ago, if you had to pick Benzema or Kane, who would you have picked? I think the argument would be much more harder then. I think many people got Harry Kane over Benzema.
Yeah, but regardless, I still think Benzema's better than him.
I think as a footballer, there's no conversation.
Benzema can do anything. Like he can do everything. He can be a target man. He can do that. If you want him to play a deep line playmaker, he can do that. He can be a deep forward. He can be link man. He can be running behind. He can do everything. Left foot, right foot.
Now Benzema's a better footballer. I've never said that, but I'm talking about striker. You could be a better footballer, but you can't be like, for example.
I mean, Benzema's in better shape than him now, and Benzema's old.
Oh man. Let me just read this comment quickly. Shout out to Future African Movement TV. What a name. It's all good and well playing 7 defenders and hitting teams on the break, but we've seen it time and time. It doesn't work against the smaller teams and teams that don't come for us. which is a fair point because, like I said, Watford, does he play the same system?
Same
Ain't
thing,
gonna
bro.
give it.
Bring us Sancho,
I don't see
Tellers,
I don't see it.
Pogba. Done.
That one, I'll pay a 3-4-3, fam.
That one I'll
Bro,
put
play
over
the
it.
same back three, play the same base, and then on the right you play Sancho. Sancho doesn't have to defend.
Cavani
So
looks like
the same
Cavani
goal.
reminds me of like a Benzema Ronaldo link up kind of today. Like
Who?
Cavani. The thing with Cavani's not a selfish footballer. You can
Big
be
up
like that.
that.
You
Okay.
can be like that Benzema. I'm
Oh,
not
is that
gonna cap.
Bass?
Yeah.
What's going on, bro?
But Cavani can be like that Benzema with the link up with Ronaldo. I'm not
I don't know about that, man.
What did Bass say?
What?
Put what Bass said up again.
Crazy.
It's good to have a player of 7 defenders and hitting teams at a break, but we've seen time and time it doesn't work against smaller teams or teams that don't come after us. Right?
Yeah.
I'll get small teams, bro. I think if we dominate possession and we have like Cavani and Ronaldo back post, and we have like Sancho,
You need to change the fullbacks. The fullbacks
they will score goals, man. If you add
the
Pogba
fullbacks
to
will
that
have to
goal, like Pogba for Scott or Fred, that improves the creativity massively, man.
Yeah.
Just those three changes.
Especially against, so I think we'll bang Watford with Ronaldo.
I think they'll get
chill. Let's see. We're doing this. Let's chill out. Yeah. That was my next question. Obviously, we won today. I'm obviously happy because when United win, I'm happy. But what does this mean going forward? Because it's just one game.
It means nothing.
Wait, Rick, I'll come to you. Hold on. We won one game, and I mean, having seen the league table, it doesn't really matter right now. We've got Atalanta, big game, and then obviously the Manchester derby. Oh, and obviously Spurs are rubbish. So, what does this game really mean, Jax? Let me come to you. I know you're quite busy, or should I go to someone else, Jesse?
No, come.
All right, Jax, what are you saying? Because
against Atlanta.
Yeah, no, forget just Atlanta. Like from now on, because this is a big period in the season.
It's a big period. I think the truth of the matter is, Man United can still be successful, or not successful. We can be a decent team playing the way we're playing now, right? With the formation we're playing now, not trying to change it up by playing pressing and then trying to play out from the back and all that kind of stuff that the top teams that are better coached are doing. I think if we can just keep it tight at the back and keep playing how we used to play, don't worry about the whole it's freestyle football or like just a counter-attacking side. Let us be a counter-attacking side or whatever. Let that be our main thing because we've got the players further forward to execute on those things. Because we don't have the midfield, or I think we've got the defense to some extent, but we don't have the coaching to be able to defend well. Let's just sit back and keep it tight. Think of it like this, yeah. And I know this is hard to accept as a football fan, as a United fan. Look how many times teams that are at the lower end can come, sit back, and frustrate teams and get results, right? Yeah. Teams at the lower end can do that. If you use common sense and you try and do that same thing with a better team, with better players, chances are you can do better. Does that make sense? Kind of thing. So it won't be nice to see. However, if Ole wants results, that's what he needs to do. If he wants results, just
hey Ricky's making me laugh. Why should you just best friend?
I'm replying to someone in the chat that's in the group that's
I forget it, man. We got
wildly, bro. Wildly.
We got
yeah.
As is one of the funniest fans I've seen in history. I don't even know when he started watching football.
Oh wow.
But yeah, it's not going to be fun to watch. But guess what? When you're winning, sometimes it's fun to watch good results consistently. So, but yeah, I just don't think Ole is the guy in terms of coaching us to be this amazingly flamboyant, good systems, good football games. No, if we're going to win under Ole, he needs to do what he was doing before, which was just sitting back, keeping it tight, and hitting teams on the counter.
You teach your things, man.
You teach your things, man. I think all of us could coach Man United to win games if we just did what he's doing. It's not hard. He's not a good coach.
I think like if you play like this and you keep it tight at the back with clean sheets, with the players we've got, the individual, like we would win most games. If you win most games, then you're going to be there for the title. That's what a league is about, winning most games. You have to win all of them, but just win most of them.
Yeah, make it tight, man.
Yeah, make it tight. We should have the meanest defense in the league. I think we should.
Yeah, and we've got a good goalkeeper even behind him. Like it's
Exactly.
yeah.
BBet Fitness Club says sorry at Chelsea won many games sitting back with Lewis of defense.
I think it's talking about David Luiz. David Luiz is one of the worst.
yeah.
I think David Luiz is one of the worst defenders I've ever watched. He's a great footballer. Great footballer. I think he's an amazing footballer. But defensively, he must be one of the worst at the top level, kind of thing. But as my man just said, you can do it, man. You can do it. You can do it. Just get bodies back.
The problem with PE teacher says is it hardly gets you
Anywhere. I think he means anywhere.
Anyway, yeah. Listen, we're in dire need right now because the Chelsea are flying. Obviously, Liverpool drop points, but they're going, and then City doing City things.
Even Arsenal are improving, man.
Yeah, even Arsenal today, that was a good performance.
Leicester 2-0, isn't it?
It was a good performance. Leicester slapped us, and then Arsenal go there and get the win and the clean sheet. But yeah, Jesse, Tottenham. Obviously, after the game, I came to you, said, "Are we back?" You said, "Yeah, it's just one game." What does this mean going forward? Because listen, is it over?
If Ollie's going to be successful, stick to what you know, fam. Don't change it, fam. Jack's made a good point. Is probably because of all the players coming. He's trying to make the fans like we should play attacking, pressing, doing this all rubbish. Listen, just go back to what you know, fam. Stick to what you know. I think three at the back will be that. I think that should be our formation because we've seen it even from last season. I know we finished second and all, and this season we are defensively a shambles. We're defensively a shambles. So I think we should play three at the back. We may have to sacrifice players, but listen, it's a team. Man City do it all the time. They sacrifice players. Like even Klopp said it in his press conference. I believe he wants players to get angry when they're not playing. Like you need to, like it's not going to be fair and all, but listen, as a team, we need to be successful. We brought in players this season to take it to the next level. So, in my opinion, Ollie's going to be successful, even though I don't like the guy. I think he needs to stick with this formation. I think we will do very good with this formation with it.
Do you know
as you said, the individual brilliance. You don't even need to do that much coaching as in terms of attacking wise. So if you can stick with this formation, I think we can have a good season.
Yeah, what was you saying, Jack?
I was gonna say it's not even a formation. I think it's just a system of us dropping back as well. So it's not even just about the five at the back or the three at the back. I think it's just getting players behind the ball. I'm not trying to press. That's what he needs to do.
But just another good thing about this formation is that I think if you swap out like 5 players, it's still a competitive 11.
Yeah.
Look at our team.
Still very, very, very strong 11. Like I think with the other system, like you swap out certain players and you just think if Bruno's off the pitch, it doesn't work. But in this system, like if you swap people out, and obviously just keep the core of like Varane, Ronaldo, just keep that core, like those 2 players on the pitch, De Gea, etc., and you swap everyone else out, the team will still be able to compete. I think.
It should be calm.
Still be able to compete playing like this. You know what I mean? Because you've got that solid back. You know what I mean? If you change Lindelof for Bailly, it's not a big drop off. If you change Wan-Bissaka for Dallo in this system, because it's more about offensive output, Dallo is a good number 2. He's probably better than Wan-Bissaka at doing that. You know what I mean? If you swap Telles for Luke Shaw again, Luke Shaw, I mean, it's probably not as good as Telles at, end product and creating chances for Ronaldo. And then you swap out Rashi for Cavani. You know what I mean? It's
still, why is guy laughing?
So this comment. And Shasta, he's saying, get rid of the manager. Why are we trying to find solutions just to have him here?
We
only had me vexed at the rave last night when the DJ screamed Oli, Oli, Oli. I thought he was trying
to we say Oli, Oli, Oli.
Out.
That is the funniest part of the day, man. Listen, we're trying to find solutions because realistically, he ain't going nowhere. So he has to.
Seriously, he's not going anywhere.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
Nah, he's not going nowhere. He just signed a new contract. They probably don't want to pay him out and that as well.
Because after losing 5-0 to Liverpool, him surviving that tells me he'll probably be here to the end of the season because that's mad.
You know what gets me angry with Ollie is that, as you said, every time the job is on the line, he wants to do this. Like the thing is, Ollie can't. listen, you don't have to. Obviously, you have to be a great manager, but if you got all the tools, if you got all the players that we have, you can do something successful with this team. Like you can. You just that's what you said, Jay. You just lucky he's got good players. If he had like all right players, he would have been gone time ago. Like that's just facts in it. But we've got the players. We've got Ronaldo. We've got Sancho Varane. We've got the players. We can change it around, such as Rick said. If the system won't affect it because like we're compact and everyone be in position like today. So like he should see this as a point where we can go forward now.
This
Because
needs to be the base, man. This
yeah,
really
the
needs to be the
basics,
base.
the basics.
I see it.
It's
I
not
saw it
hard.
today. I saw it today. It's like a. I think it was like a. Maybe you could call it like a 5-2-1-2 type of thing.
Yeah,
it was.
man.
Like, and that could easily change to like a 5-2-3.
He
Like
needs to do
that
it, man.
base of just a 5 and the 2.
Yeah.
For me, that just helps him so much because we haven't actually said like we haven't got DMs in our squad. We've only got
No.
Matic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
And we ain't got wingers like that as well. It's only really that Sancho and Diallo who's never gonna get a game like that. So yeah, it makes sense to play this formation. I'm not even gonna lie to
it
you.
makes sense, bro. It actually makes sense. Just
Why are you laughing? I'm not gonna lie to you.
Then the biggest issue with this formation is just the wing back situation. I think he just needs to take a leaf out of Tuchel's situation. And Tuchel, when the opposition is not going to have possession, he plays Hudson Odoi there. He doesn't care. He plays Hudson Odoi there. He's a full-on attacker there. Like
makes sense.
You can do that. It's fine.
I can't lie. Him going out as much as you want him to go out. Yeah, I can't be asked for another transition, bro. I can't lie, man. Like,
I'd love.
I can because
I can't, man. No, you know the thing is, it's not even like hard for him. Like if he thrives under this. Like he's shown that he can beat Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, these big teams.
So, but he hasn't. So why hasn't he done it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He needs to learn from it.
So I can go for another rebuild because I can't keep waiting for you to get it right. Like you know what to do, but you're still not doing it. You're playing players that's off form. You'll pick them again and again and again. Now you're just gonna line.
Let me not get too high. You're right. I forgot about
the pitch is a problem. You know, like he's still starting. That's a problem in my eyes. I think he over everyone deserves to be dropped the most.
Are you Luke Shaw, Maguire?
Luke Shaw.
Yeah, Luke Shaw deserves to be dropped the most.
But the thing is, what hurts me that he knows he's been playing bad, but Oli is seeing that and he's still not thinking. Let me not. Like, what about the players on the bench? Like, why don't you have sympathy for like Tellers and Van der Beek?
Tellers and Luke Shaw, I think they're similar levels of players. Just that one's better defensively, one's better offensively. That's just it. One's better offensively, one's better defensively. So I personally think, like with Maguire, maybe you can argue that Oli sees a big drop off between. Especially playing on the left centre back role between him and Bailly, there's a big drop off. I'd agree with that. That's probably correct. Okay, because on the left hand side, it's harder to progress the ball when you're not left footed. It's really difficult to do. So the fact that Maguire is good at that, I understand that. But Luke Shaw, Tellers is a wing back. That's what he does. Drop him. Drop Luke Shaw. Just drop him.
Until he improves. Yeah, it's that simple. But Oli. You won't do it. Like Luke, Jack said, Luke Shaw's he's a lazy footballer as well, bro. He's not as fit, in my opinion. He's a lazy footballer, in my opinion. Like even when we play forward the back, the guy doesn't even overlap anymore. Let's say, or I don't know if he did, but he don't even overlap. I remember there's one time Sancho had the ball. I think it was against Everton. The guy was just standing there, like he was just standing behind that. It's like he was out of breath or something. Nah, man, I don't like that mentality. I don't like that mentality, bro. I don't like it, bro. You know
the third goal we scored, when the Tottenham centre back, the right back, wherever he's playing, the right back or the right wing back or the right centre back, you can see Vashi doesn't even jog.
Hey, that goal was a joke.
That goal was it was slow motion. I was thinking,
what's happening?
You know, actually just you know what? They actually just gave up, bro.
They actually
just gave up that.
Bro, Matic is the player that played that free ball.
You know what? That pass wasn't even that great as well. That's what it is. Like,
it's easy.
Yeah. Let me just read a few comments before we wrap up, guys. Massive, with all these players, we still have to play like Stoke. You man, please don't know. Listen, we have to.
We have to, bro. We don't want to do it, but we have to.
He's at the wheel, man. He's at the wheel.
I don't want to hear that, bro.
No, but he's in charge. Listen. I'm actually not happy for Oli, but listen, he had a tough week, innit? He had a very tough week. He's come back, 3-0 win. obviously, listen, he's our manager. A lot of people want him out, but not as a human, but listen, it must have been tough for him and his wife and his kids and going through all of that stuff. I mean, losing 5-0 to
He done
Liverpool,
this to himself. To be
that's
honest.
in history. Like, you are the manager that was in charge when we lost 5-0 to Liverpool, and to come back. Yeah, it's Tottenham. Yeah, they're crap, but you only got to beat what's in front of you, and you done it. And hopefully Tuesday we get another W, and then Saturday's the big one. But just before we wrap up, man Rick says big up Jerry on the panel, big up man. Make sure you subscribe and like. We will win, mark my words, both the games. I hope so, bro. I hope so, man. Um we should have gotten tougher. Man, like Basti, I'm gonna stop watching football. It's about results at the end of the day, bro. Obviously, we want to see good football, but listen, if we're winning, we're happy.
Was that a good performance today? What would you guys say? Was that a good performance?
I was gonna ask you as the last question.
I think it was like how Liverpool basketball was just they didn't have a good. Just the opposition was just so bad, fam.
That's it. That's it.
I will disagree with that one because Liverpool. Listen, they
Liverpool
kept
didn't
the
play
ball well.
They didn't play good.
They didn't play good. They didn't play good, but the intensity was still there. Tottenham literally had no intensity in that game, bro. They literally had nothing. Like Liverpool.
But what did we have?
intensity.
Wait, what did we have?
Huh?
What did we have last week? It was basically Spurs today.
No, he said, what's it? The performance was like Liverpool, how they beat us with the way we played. I said, nah.
No, but Liverpool, I think it's the same. Liverpool.
No, but as I said, they had the intensity. They won the ball back, and they took their chances, and they were clear. We went today. Obviously, the goals were from.
You lot are brutal in the comments, man. Listen, obviously the money in that, but bro, I don't know Oli personally, but I think he was hurted, man. Like to lose 5-0. You saw it in his face. Yeah, he was thinking, "Rah, I've done this 5-0." So listen, it is what it is, man. I look to him, not look up to him, but he's a human being. He must have had a lot of stick this week. Obviously, the money's there, but to come back, he's won. And onwards and uppers, man. I know he is not the guy. I've wanted him out for time, but he ain't going nowhere. So I've accepted that. Let's just hope the team win more games. Just to finish off, people, I'm going to ask the guys to round off with their man of the matches. So Jesse, let me come up to you. Who was your man of the match today?
This one's a difficult one. I'll say Varane. He won a lot of headers today, and he just came back as well. Just came back in a big game. This was a huge game. Coming back in a big game, won a lot of headers. Helped out. I saw his leadership skills in the game, like helping out the back five. Yeah, so probably him. I would have probably said Ronaldo because he got the assist from the goal, but in terms of Varane coming back and in a big game and there's pressure, yeah, I'll say Varane. No, at least he didn't make the mistake Maguire did when he came back and made some mistakes. So, yeah, Varane.
Yeah, he agrees with you. Rick, what are you saying, my man of the match?
Ronaldo, first his goal, man. The technique on that is just levels, bro. That's a difficult finish, man. Balance, man. Like it was kind of like behind him.
It was.
Fam, just the agility, bro. You know what I mean? Like to be that flexible as well to catch like that, and then that's his first assist.
First
assist. So I'm gonna give him man of the match, man. Goal and assist.
Jax, what are you saying to round up?
Yeah, same, man. First goal was needed. Got the assist. It has to be Ronaldo.
Sick.
I would have said Ronaldo, but I'm just trying to be different, innit?
Special mention to Spider-Man. Listen, Wan-Bissaka played good today.
He actually played good today. Like his passing, he didn't really lose the ball today. Like his passing, he was doing. I like when he does those 1-2s, like them passes, like not like on the side with Bruno. Especially he does it with Bruno a lot as well. And Bruno was also in that space on the right hand side to help him out, innit? Because I can't sometimes there's no help from him, innit? So.
Yeah, big up Wan-Bissaka. Obviously, I'm his biggest critic, but when he plays well, credit where credit is due. But yes, guys, listen, we're gonna wrap up there. Listen, we got another Wan-Bissaka supporter there. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up there. It's another win. Why am I saying another win?
I said no win. It's a win. It's a W now.
We'll take it. And Tuesday, another big game in the Champions League. Hopefully, we secure our space in the next round. Atalanta away. We'll be back Monday night for the preview for that one. So make sure you put your notification bells on. Subscribe if you're new. Smash the like button. And yeah, man, Ollie's at the real. Big up to Jax, Rick, and Jesse for joining me. And yeah, man, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.